Hello everyone, it's Destiny, and today we will be showing off Himeko Nova alongside Sparkle. In my last video, I showed off Himeko with Welt, so I thought today I'd show her off on a completely different team. Before we get into today's video, I'd love to know if you are excited for Himeko Nova, and if you do enjoy, do make sure to subscribe. And now let's get straight into today's video. For today's team, we have Himeko Nova here alongside Sparkle, and I also wanted to show a fun synergy with Himeko Nova and Cerydra, which in the Cerydra slot, if you do not have her, you can absolutely use a different support of your choice. And then lastly, we have Dan Heng. Dan Heng is here so that he is able to trigger the companion protocol for Himeko, which with Dan Heng, we will get companion protocol verdict. So in a moment here, I will just show this off for you all. Cerydra is of course giving the buff to Himeko, and now we have some more shields thanks to Dan Heng. Moving just a bit to the left over here, we have the assist skill active. We're just going to use it, and now we have companion protocol verdict for Himeko, which will increase her damage dealt by 100%, and then also when her ultimate deals damage, the damage dealt will additionally increase by 100% as well. Now with Dan Heng, what we can do is just basic attack, follow up here with the ultimate, so we're going to be able to enhance Soul Dragon. And now with every 2 ultimates we trigger, we're also going to be able to launch an additional assist skill from Himeko here. So before I use her ultimate, I'm just going to give her some more buffs here from Sparkle, so we're going to advance forward. And now with Himeko, we have the ultimate ready to go. So we're gonna go into this ultimate here, and her ultimate is just so freaking cool. I love it so much. We're just gonna use that source energy right there. And now as we attack like so, we're getting more source energy for orbital pulse. Now we can just finish off this attack right here. We're going to go up and boom, there we go. And now with Sparkle, we are going to be able to use her ultimate here, which is going to trigger the additional assist skill from Himeko, and boom. And these assist skills are going to be just so useful for getting Himeko more energy. Real quick though, I do also want to show off the cool synergy with Cerydra. So with Cerydra right here, I am going to use her ultimate, and this will give us enough charges right here. We're going to be able to launch 2 assist skills in a row. Boom, there's 1 assist skill and there's another, and we're going to be able to take advantage of this to get a nice chunk of energy for Himeko. So Cerydra is going to be really useful when it comes to just being able to assist with giving Himeko more energy when we are able to take advantage of the double skill. And now with Dan Heng right here, another assist skill. This will be able to give us enough energy here for Himeko, and what I could do with the rest of the team is just use our skills right here, get some more energy. And then Himeko's ultimate should be able to deal a very nice chunk of damage to these enemies right here. There we go. And now with Himeko, we are going to use her ultimate once again right here. And we're just going to use up our source energy, deal a nice chunk of damage onto these enemies right here. And we're going to go up. And boom, there we go. And now we're on to the next wave here. And Himeko, since we did use her technique, will immediately use her skill going into the next wave. Now with Dan Heng, we can just use our ultimate right here. We're going to get another charge for Himeko. So another assist skill coming in. Now Soul Dragon will attack. And now with Surge right here, we can set this up so that we are going to be able to launch assist skills with Himeko once again. So advance forward Himeko right here. There we go. We're also going to use Sparkle's ultimate right here as well, and now assist skill and another assist skill. Boom, there we go. With Himeko, I can also use her ultimate right here, and I'm just going to attack Flame Reaver like so. Alrighty, and boom, there we go. Now we have more assist skills coming in, so there we go with Himeko, and now another assist skill with Dan Heng. Whenever we use an assist skill with a Trailblaze companion, for example on this team Dan Heng, we will be able to immediately use another attack afterward, or for example how we use our skill. If a character like Cerydra or Sparkle use the assist skill though, then this would result in them actually consuming their turn instead. So ideally you want to use assist skills with characters that are Trailblaze companions, and we can just advance forward Himeko right here, use another assist skill like so. Boom, now we're going to get enhanced from Cerydra right here. Another assist skill coming in, bam, and we're gonna have double assist skills right here, so we're able to get rid of these Flame Reaver clones real quick. So this should be enough damage, I think, to move on to phase 2 right here. We're going to do our slashes, boom, go up, and Well, bam! Okay, there we go. We had 1% right there, but we're fine. We're gonna follow up here with the Dan Heng ultimate. And then once we get attacked by Flame Reaver, we should be able to also use Cerydra's ultimate. So Flame Reaver is going to attack like so, and we can follow up here with the Cerydra ultimate, launching another assist skill onto these enemies right here. Well, bam! All right, Flame Reaver is just doing their thing. And now we're gonna move on to the next cycle here. Turbulence will kick in. And now we could just do the same strategy as before, which is getting more charges here so we can take advantage of those double assist skills. Now with Himeko, we are going to use her skill as it is available, and we can follow up here with the assist skill. And now we can also use Himeko's ultimate. So there we go. We also have the double assist skill waiting to be used, so we'll be able to utilize this very soon. And Flame Reaver will also summon more clones for us to attack as well. All right, more clones are being summoned. We can just use Sparkle's ultimate right here. So there we go. With Cerydra, I can follow up with another skill here, and I can actually advance forward Cerydra once again into this cycle. Use the assist skill with Himeko. Boom, there we go. Double assist skill. Now with Dan Heng ultimate, so we're gonna be able to get Himeko's ultimate right here. And bam! And now the Cerydra ultimate as well. We're going to use Himeko's ultimate. And we also have the assist skill from Dan Heng waiting as well. So we'll just attack like so. Alright. This actually might be enough to finish off Flame Reaver. Boom! Okay, 1% remaining, but what we can do is just use the assist skill right here. Bam! And that was enough to defeat Flame Reaver. Oh, we're just looking at the floor. But we were able to get a 1 cycle clear with this team right here, which is really cool to see. And I just think the Cerydra synergy with Himeko Nova is also very fun. And here we have our builds for today. I am overcapping on crit rate a little bit here, so I could have gotten rid of some crit rate to just get some more crit damage, but it is fine. We are using the signature light cone. Traces are maxed out. For the relics, we're using Fallen Star and then As Navigator Sees It. And for her Eidolons right here, she is E0. I've not activated any of these Eidolons, as you all can see, which if you do want a video of me showing off her Eidolons, do let me know in the comments down below. And now we have Sparkle right here. She is using Dance Dance Dance. For the traces, they're maxed out. For our relics, we're just using Lushaka and then Ordeal, and for the Eidolons, we are using an E0 Sparkle. As for Cerydra, here she is. Nothing too crazy with her build, we're just using this free-to-play Lycon right here. Traces maxed out. For the relics, we're just using Lushaka and Ordeal once again, and for those that aren't aware, Lushaka is able to stack, so you can have multiple characters with Lushaka. And for the Eidolons, she is also E0. I've not activated any of them. Lastly, we have Dan Heng, which on Dan Heng, ideally, I would want more speed, but it's okay for today's showcase. We do have a signature light cone. Face is maxed out. Relics, we're just using Lushaka and then the Self-Enshrouded set. And for the Eidolons, he is also E0. And overall, this was a very fun showcase to do. And when it comes to Himeko's protocols, so since we were able to use Dan Heng for today, which any Dan Heng form will count for this, Trailblazer and then also Sunday for Companion Protocol Verdict, this state will mainly just focus on increasing Himeko's damage. And then also if you have a team that is able to use their ultimates frequently, this can benefit Himeko, as after her teammates actively use their ultimates twice, Himeko Nova will immediately launch 1 assist skill against enemies at no extra cost. Sparkle and Cerydra as well as Dan Heng were able to get their ultimates at a decent rate, allowing us to take advantage of more assist skills. But of course, if you have a team with even higher frequency, for example, if you were using a character such as Tribi or even a character like Morton X Blade, for example, then they can also take advantage of this to be able to use their ultimates frequently, resulting in Himeko launching more assist skills. In my last showcase though, I showed off Companion Protocol Decimation with Welt, and as for this decimation, this will increase all allies crit damage by 100% and additionally increase the crit damage dealt by skills by 100% as well. So this will be able to benefit the team more so when it comes to increasing their crit damage. For example, if you were to use, let's say, Welt and Himeko Nova, and let's say you had a character like Morton X Blade on the team as well, Morton X Blade will be able to benefit from this additional crit rate. And when it comes to what ends up triggering the extra assist skills with this companion protocol, it will be for every one enemy target hit by allies, you'll gain 1 charge. With AoE attacks here will be very useful, as once Himeko reaches 9 charge, you'll consume all of the charge, and Himeko Nova will immediately launch 1 assist skill against enemies at no cost. So in this case, in my last showcase, I showed Tribi, Morton X Blade. They're able to launch frequent AoE attacks, which will be very useful for getting more charge for Himeko, so that she is able to launch frequent assist skills onto enemies. And then on top of this, Himeko's assist skill is also going to be able to launch AoE damage onto enemies, resulting in more enemies being hit. So if there are more enemies on the field, this is going to be very useful when it comes to this particular companion protocol. Something to note though is that the extra assist skill through these special effects, which special effects will just be these companion protocols, this can only be launched twice per battle, and this count is reset after Himeko Nova uses her ultimate. So that definitely is something to note while playing her. And overall, when it comes to your sustain options, if you do have an alternative Trailblaze companion on the team, for example, let's say you're using a character like Trailblazer, you could potentially have Wahwa in this slot. But if you don't have any extra Trailblaze companions on the team, ideally you will want Don Hung as your sustain, as he'll be able to trigger companion protocol for Himeko, which is very useful for her playstyle, as that's going to be how you're able to take advantage of those extra buffs, as well as being able to take advantage of those extra assist skills, resulting in more energy for Himeko so that she can use her ultimate more frequently. And then of course in the slot of Cerydra, you can definitely use alternative characters here as well. If you'd like, you can use Tribi, you can use Blade, you can use a Sunday in the slot if you wanted to do a double advance forward type of team. There are definitely multiple options you can use in Cerydra's slot if you do not have her. I more so just wanted to show off the fun little synergy that she has with Himeko Nova when it comes to the extra assist skills, and how it also benefits Himeko Nova when it comes to energy. But yeah, that'll be all for today's video. I hope you all did enjoy, and if you did, do make sure to subscribe, leave a like to support today's video, and let me know if you're excited for Himeko Nova. I hope all of you have a great one. Peace.